According to CBS.com, 7% of communication majors have found it difficult to locate jobs in their field since 2011, and this worries Divya Joseph, a PR journalism major who will be graduating from Pacific Union College this year. Divya, who was born in India, moved to the U.S. 8 years ago in order to pursue a career in communications. She became involved in PUC Senate her sophomore year, and later, in her junior and senior year, became Campus Chronicle editor. Here, Divya will share some valuable advice in order to become successful as a communications major.
One of my good traits is my ability to network. I know that sounds simple enough, like just your ability to talk to people, but I feel like I'm pretty decent with keeping in touch with individuals and knowing when to talk to who and how to interact with people. And while it sounds simple, I feel like a lot of people don't always know who to talk to, and they're not really aware of. I think it's so very important to know what other people are talented at, and I feel like I do that a lot because a lot of my friends are people who are talented in things that I always need help with, like graphic designers or photographers, or even people who are good at film editing and so on. So networking is what sets me apart. I really think that I wish I had branched out of PUC more. While I'm really happy to have invested in PUC as much as I have and climbed up the ranks, even in essay and so on, I also feel like it's important to not just stay in one place. And while I branched out outside of PUC a little bit, I wish I'd done more of that. I wouldn't say that being the editor has made me a better writer per se. Most people assume that, but I feel like it's made me so much more skilled because being the editor of the Campus Chronicle really was like running a small business. I came in and I had to request a budget and create my own budget, figure out how much everything costed, and like find out printer and everything, and find my own staff, hire my own staff, write my contracts, do everything from scratch. Like I built this little organization from scratch in the past 2 years. So I feel like that rarely ever happens to a student. I mean, unless you're like an entrepreneurial genius, you don't get to start your own business and be the boss of your own small business. So I feel like it's given me skills that I would have never gained anywhere else. I think that the two major things that I always say is run for essay, and like I mentioned earlier, you rarely ever get a chance to run your own small business, and here we're doing it, and you here learn managerial skills that you will probably not learn. And if you go and intern somewhere else, they're going to start you from the bottom and you're going to be copying papers somewhere. But if you run for essay, you're going to be the boss, and nobody ever hands you the boss job right out of college, but here they do. And secondly, branch out of PUC. Things you learn in a classroom is not enough, so it's very important to actually get real jobs and to build networking and build real world experience.